Beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. So today we will be reviewing the new Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer. So this is their full coverage multi-use concealer. It's supposed to be full coverage, buildable liquid cream, weightless feel, 12-hour hydration. So you can use this to retouch and conceal all over the face, non-comedogenic, and dermatologically tested. So I picked up the shade 45P. So 45P is described as like medium dark with like pink undertone. Necessarily have a pink undertone, but the other shade that I was looking at was a little too golden. It was more towards my skin complexion. I decided to go with this one, so let's see what this is about. So this concealer also has a natural finish. It's under the clean line at Sephora. So again, if you are looking for any clean products, Sephora has a section where you can check and see, and it lists all the products that are clean, honey, none of those harmful ingredients. And it is also full coverage. I love a full coverage concealer because you don't really have to use too much or layer. And it also has hyaluronic acid. So again, on the bottle it mentioned that it hydrates, so we love a product with hyaluronic acid, so it's really going to hydrate the skin. This is the packaging. It's the best skin ever, and you just rotate it and it has all the facts on it. The smell is kind of weird, but it has that standard doe foot applicator. This really gives a lot of coverage in terms of placing your concealer. It really gets in there, honey, and it covers everything. So I'm going to start by applying this here. It feels a little cool. It doesn't feel weightless as I'm putting it on, but maybe once I blend it out, it'll start to feel weightless. So since it says it has more of a natural finish, I'm just going to let this dry down a little bit. So all my beauties out there that are curious as to see like how it is when it dries down, I'm going to give it a minute or two and then tap back in so you guys can see. Alrighty, so it's been about 2 to 3 minutes. So as you can see, it looks like it has dried down already a little bit. So now we're going to go in and blend. So I like to start at the bottom first. Okay, so it dries down pretty quickly. The coverage definitely looks full. I'm not sure if the undertones are described as one thing, but they show up as another, honey, but it's not giving pink. So this coverage looks beautiful. And this was only from like one swipe. I just took it out of the packaging and it gave this much coverage. So it definitely lives up to its name as far as full coverage goes. Sponge picked up a little bit of the product. So this is kind of like what was just like sitting on top and what I blended in. So now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in with my setting powder. This is the new Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Talc Free Setting Powder. If you have not seen my review on this, definitely check this out. Just gonna go in and press that in. Oh, that looks stunning. Look at how it just like settles in. And also, as you guys can see, it's hardly settling into my under eye folds, under eye lines. It is now set and it looks stunning. It looks really good. So I finished some of the rest of my face off camera, but I had to come back to let y'all know some tea. So I did show you guys how it looked. I felt like I had a good bit of concealer on. I don't like to add too much concealer. I think it's unnecessary. The amount that I had on was just fine. And you also how it dried down, and I thought it dried down very well, and I thought it gave beautiful coverage. When I use full coverage concealers, I tend to use just enough, right? I don't want to over conceal. But what I will say, it is settling, honey, right in here, like right in my fine lines under my eye after I set it. Now it did dry down, so it did have time to settle into my skin, and as soon as I put the setting powder on, it looked great. But now that some time has passed, it really is kind of starting to break up right there. Now I know once I put my Charlotte Tilbury powder and if I decide to use my Pat McGrath powder, it's gonna look flawless. But I kind of want that flawless look before I add all those items, like I have in the past with some of my other concealer reviews that you've seen. So I just wanted to let you all know that like this is what's happening in between me finishing the rest of my makeup. Alrighty, beauties, so we are back with my final thoughts. So this concealer retails for $15, very affordable from the Sephora Collection. I also believe they have a sale going on, so the more you purchase from the Sephora Collection, the bigger of a discount. So it goes from like 10, 15 to 20%. I ended up picking up a face mask, so I ended up getting 10% off 2 Sephora Collection items. However, you know, this concealer does not claim to be non-creasing, and it is also hydrating, so I think because of the hydrating properties, that could be a reason as to why I'm still seeing some creasing. So I did add some of my powders, and I still see it settling into my fine lines, and I did go in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder and also my Pat McGrath powder, and you know that leaves this under eye flawless, honey. So this concealer would definitely be a pass for me. It does give beautiful coverage, definitely not denying that. I just don't like how it's settling in my fine lines, and I also did allow it to dry down. So beauties, if you don't have any fine lines or folds under the under eye, this definitely might be a good product for you. It is super affordable. For me personally, it just didn't give me the final result that I was looking for, so who knows, she may go back or she may stay in the stash. But I don't really like to keep too many things that I really can't use, so who knows. I mean, it was $15, but money is money, honey. So we'll see what I decide. But beauties, thank you for tuning into this review. If you're new, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe while you're here. OGs, thank you as always. And until next time, beauties, thanks for watching.